What's some of the lessons you learned in that journey with becoming clean that added value to your life today?
The incremental progress is always the way.
Mm.
Um, and that we're gonna have days, for me, especially in, my industry, it's only competitive if you look at it competitively, and I don't give a fuck what anybody's doing. Um, for me, I think it taught me how that incremental progress piece taught me how, like, I'm gonna have days where I don't feel good and I don't feel creative and I don't feel like I'm making progress, and that's okay. That doesn't mean that we crumple up the piece of paper and throw it away. It means that we write in the journal today wasn't a good day.
Mm.
We make it through without destroying the whole thing. Um, a big thing, I would say a big, like, thing in the addiction community that I'm really against is the importance of the sobriety birthday. Like, certain programs really put this emphasis on that, and I've seen dudes, people including myself. I had 9 years sober. I relapsed for like 3 months, and in my head for that first little bit, I was like, well, I already fucked it up.
Mm.
Those 9 years don't mean shit now because I ruined it. And it's like, no, dude. Or you stop and you say, for the last decade, I've been sober all but 2 months. You know what I mean? And like, so I think that is like something that's really important too, that it's like, we're not perfect beings and we're not gonna be. And then if the goal should just be to be a little bit better every day.
Mm.
Um, and that was something I really learned when getting sober, is it's just like, the goal today is to not drink.
Yeah.
That's my goal, you know? And if we get around to some other shit, great. Because eventually that goal becomes obsolete. It's like, well, yeah, of course I'm not going to drink today. I don't drink anymore.
It's not my identity.
Yeah. So then you slowly start applying that to other things. And that was kind of how I approached music too, man. Like, when I started, I was like, I'm going to give everything I got for a year. And if in a year it looks like it's going somewhere, then I'll stick with it.
Mm.
And I still do it. So it's like, that incremental progress is so huge, and it's hard to judge by a day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. But it's something you look back in hindsight and you see the incremental progress and you're like, oh shit, those 1%ers did work.
Yeah. And I think too, as much as we hate it, this is such a reoccurring theme in my music. As much as we, God, it's when we get our best.
Mm.
I don't, I cannot look at an extremely happy period of my life and be like, damn, I grew so much during that. It's like, no, man, it's when we're down and out. It's when we're going through getting clean. It's when we're going through a breakup. It's when we're going through these huge changes that feel like they're going to crush our heart.
Mm.
It's like, the people that we become when we can protect our heart through that and be like, no, I'm going to persevere. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. And then we get through it. And once it stops hurting, we look back at when it did hurt and we're like, fuck, man, that was where I learned to be me.
Yeah.
That I got so much valuable lessons out of that hurt and that pain and sorrow. So, like, welcome